The war was supposed to be over. At least, that's what the Galactic Council believed when they transmitted their carefully worded message to Earth. Ceasefire, effective immediately. But the humans, they didn't stop. For decades, humanity had been a minor player in galactic politics. Too small to threaten the great empires, too stubborn to be easily manipulated. They'd endured insults, economic sabotage, and even the occasional pirate raid without lashing out. The Council had dismissed them as resilient but harmless. That changed when the Dravik Armada crossed into Terran space. The Dravik didn't come for territory or diplomacy. They came to annihilate. 12 human colonies were reduced to ash in 3 days. Refugee ships staggered toward Sol carrying horror stories of burned cities and glassed farmlands. At first, Earth's response was exactly what the Council expected. Diplomatic protests, pleas for sanctions, and requests for aid. But no one came. The Dravik were too valuable as a military ally, and humanity's loss was considered unfortunate but strategically acceptable. That was the mistake. Admiral Catherine Hale of the United Terran Fleet didn't hold a press conference. She didn't petition the Council. She simply issued a single order to her captains. Hit them. Hard. The first weeks were chaos, but not for humanity. For the Dravik, supply convoys vanished. Fuel depots detonated in silent flashes of light. Orbital drydocks were found floating in pieces, their crews unharmed but terrified. Human fleets moved like nothing the Council had seen before. No set-piece battles. No posturing. Just relentless precision strikes. Hale's doctrine was simple. Cripple the enemy's ability to fight before they even realized they were in a war. The Council grew uneasy. The Dravik were losing faster than they could rebuild. Entire sectors whispered that humans had developed weapons capable of bypassing shields entirely. When the Dravik Supreme Commander personally begged the Council for intervention, the chamber erupted with debate. Allowing humans to dismantle an empire unchecked would set a precedent no one wanted. On the 43rd day of the war, the Council voted for an immediate ceasefire. Messages were transmitted across the galaxy in all known languages. Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. When Admiral Hale received the message aboard the Terran flagship Resolute, she didn't smile. She didn't even look up from her tactical display. Transmit our response, she said. The comms officer hesitated. Admiral, what do I tell them? Hale's eyes were cold steel. Tell them what? We're just getting started. The humans didn't just refuse the ceasefire, they accelerated. In the following week, 3 more Dravik shipyards were destroyed. Human special forces infiltrated Dravik military headquarters and stole entire data cores, leaving behind mocking holograms of Terran flags. Even the Dravik homeworld trembled as human warships conducted orbital passes just close enough to be seen, then vanished without firing a shot. The message was clear. Humanity would decide when this war was over. Inside the Council chamber, panic spread. The Sithari delegate slammed a clawed hand on the table. If they can do this to the Dravik, they can do it to any of us. The Vathri ambassador hissed in agreement. We created this monster by ignoring their pleas. Now they're proving they don't need us. Thalen of the Yvari leaned forward. We have 2 options. Unite against them, or negotiate on their terms. And I warn you, neither option will be easy. Meanwhile, Admiral Hale knew exactly what she was doing. The Terran fleet wasn't fighting for territory. It was dismantling the Dravik war machine permanently. Every destroyed supply line, every neutralized weapons cache, every captured intelligence file was another nail in the coffin. But there was another reason Hale ignored the ceasefire. She wanted the galaxy to watch. Every intercepted transmission, every council meeting filled with fear, every whispered rumor of human fleets moving unseen. It was all part of the lesson. On the 72nd day of the war, the Dravik formally surrendered, not to the Council but directly to humanity. The surrender ceremony took place aboard the Resolute. Dravik generals signed over every stolen colony, every prisoner of war, and paid reparations so large they would take decades to fulfill. Hale accepted without ceremony. then transmitted a final message to the Galactic Council. Ceasefire acknowledged. We were finished anyway. The galaxy never forgot what happened next. The Dravik collapsed into political chaos. Neighboring empires suddenly became very polite to human diplomats. Trade routes once controlled by alien monopolies now ran through Terran hands. Most importantly, the Council understood something it had never truly believed before. When humans fought, they didn't fight to survive. They fought to win. And when they heard the word ceasefire, it wasn't a relief. It was a challenge. In the years that followed, whenever a crisis brewed and someone suggested taking advantage of humanity, there was always at least one voice in the chamber that would say, trembling, "Remember the Dravik War? And remember what they said when we told them to stop?"